Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Old Guy Farmer's Single Player Challenge. This is the first day of summer, year 2, and we're going to go ahead and jump on in. We do need to make a few little tweaks to our mods list. It has been established that upgrading to Seasons 1.1 is going to be permitted. So we are going to uncheck Seasons 1, and we're going to see if we can't find ourselves the new version of Seasons in this list. And we're going to make a couple other changes because a couple other cool mods have come out that we want to definitely want to be playing with on this map. Alright, so here's 1.1. We're going to go ahead and throw in the Ultima fix. We're not going to use the Ultima baler. What the heck, we'll just throw that on in there. And we'll throw in the Sawdust mod because at some point we are going to use that. And there was something else. Where is that at? Maybe it's further down the list. I'm looking for that really cool repair trailer. Alright, it must be further up the list. I thought it was close to these others. It would probably be an intelligent thing for me to take out things that we're not using for the contest, but haven't done that. There it is, field service trailer. All right. All right, we will remove that next time before we load up the game. So with it being the first day of summer, we're going to have longer days now, and we've got some growth in our grass, so we can now finish fertilizing our fields. I've kind of been waiting off all spring to fertilize our fields. Let's see if we got chicken eggs here. See what we've got. See if we've got to clean up for our sheep some. They're not really that dirty. I think we cleaned up after them right before we ended the stream. Anyway. Oops. So, I also wanted to take a look at the bales of wool here. So we know in spring our sheep are no longer reproducing, but we are making wool. Oh, we need to feed these guys. So I want to see how much wool we get made in summer, because I'm debating as to when we're going to sell our sheep in the winter, or not in the winter, in year 3. So at this point, I'm not sure if we're going to keep the sheep, how far into the year we're going to keep them. And really the debate is, do we carry the sheep through summer in year 3, or do we sell them at the end of spring, or do we sell them at some other point in time during year 3? I can tell you that we definitely won't keep the sheep beyond the first day of autumn, because they're not going to be making us anything. They're just going to be causing us to expend money. We don't have our rear weight counterweight, so we've only got 3 bales left. We're going to need to produce some hay or grass here soon. Since we do have grass growth now, we can do that. Let's see. All right. go ahead and give them another bale, and then we will have to come up with some hay before the next time we feed them. And given how much hay costs if we buy the bales, it's going to benefit us to make hay as opposed to buy it, because it costs about the same amount as what we can sell a silage bale for. So we don't want to be trading 8 silage bales for 8 bales of hay as far as the costs go. So let's see here. I'm hoping this has some decent amount of water in it. It's not completely empty. But looking at the gauge, it looks like it might be empty. Or very near empty. Oh, we got 40%. We'll see how that does. And we need to see what our sheep cost is, or sheep price. I had this issue before. Water is not accepted here. Of course water is accepted here. It's a water trigger. Just swing on around. So I was watching Mr. Mazzoni's stream the other day, and he had plowed up nearly every usable space on the there we go, on the main farm here. So I thought that was a really good idea. $47.60. All right, so that's the same price as the yesterday, $47.60, and that's summer day 1. So if we want to sell a sheep, we're going to get we're going to sell them for $1,904. We're not obviously going to do that. All right, they have used up all the water. Let's see how much more water they need. Oh, they need a lot more water. We got Grizzly Bear in the house. How you doing there, Jerry? And we got Little Animal 12, I guess. Let's see how awful of a job I do backing up this dolly trailer. Absolutely can't stand dolly trailers. But yeah, this one has more capacity and is as cheap as the in-game trailer. I'm going to spend all day backing this stupid thing up. You know, I saw Old Guy Farmer buy a Cote trailer today, and those things are expensive. We're going to come at this again. Those things are expensive per day. So this trailer is only $10 a day. Well, that was awful. But now I got to back up that whole distance. So can we narrate and do this, or do we have to go dead on the mic? Alrighty, we're getting there. We're not getting there at all. I think the last time I did this, I pushed it in with the front. That's what I'm thinking I did last time, is I pushed it in. Which is obviously seems to work a lot better, because the when you push it in, the front's a bit more responsive to steering inputs. Let's not get this thing all jacked yet. There we go. I haven't heard, but I think we'll do a little experiment real quick and see if the water on the other side cost us money. AK the Savage says, "What's up?" I say, "What's up?" back. We're just here, first day of summer, trying to. All right, we got a little bit of water. Let's see if the fountain across the street. Oh, stop it. Let's see if this one across the street costs us money. Yeah, it does. Costs us money, so now we know. No more guessing needed there. Alright. You know, it might be worth filling up there if, depending on how much time I take next time. Gaming is life. I don't really understand what you're saying there. Can you go online? We are online. This is not on Xbox. This is on PC. There we go. All right. Old guy Farmer and his little old triggers. If he had his way, the trigger would be about the same size as that handle. Guess we should lower it. Pretend we're filling it that way. I haven't bought the service trailer yet. That's in the plan. I don't know if we're going to do that whoops. I don't know if we're going to get to that today or not. So, let's take a look and see our fertilize levels. So we need to fertilize all of our grass fields except for 23 and 24. And I know that last time we fertilized this field, I guess because the other field over there is so adjacent, the hired helper ended up fertilizing both fields. So let's go ahead and move over here. and get this guy going. Alright. Since he's working that, now we can just make sure that we are getting our blue. Yep. Now let's run up here. We will, as they say, we will Uber up to our... oh, I forgot we had logs we needed to pick up. This is what happens when I don't stream for a day. I forget where we are. But, let's see where we're on our left side. Okay. But yesterday I was busy working with Rockhound on episode 50 of the Serenity Valley series that I'm doing. We just recorded the finale of that series. So that's what we were doing yesterday. The squads are the... AK the Savage is asking me what's my opinion of the squad, I guess. I watched a little bit of your stream of it, but to be honest, I'm not much in the shooter stuff. So I really dropped by because I know you've come by the stream here, so I kind of wanted to show the support by swinging by your channel, and figure out what the heck the squad was, and then I saw it was one of those first-person shooters. I'm not really into those too much, so I didn't hang around too terribly long. Okay. I don't have much opinion on anybody really. I have such a short-term memory of most people's names that unless something happens that's really impressionable, I won't remember most people from one day to the next. Alright, let's unload this thing. I don't remember him doing anything that I didn't like on the chat, so until somebody does something wrong, they're fine by me. Well, nobody could forget Grizzly Bear, because he's such a unique individual. Is this too heavy? It's too heavy. Alright, let's see if we can't climb. Alright, that didn't work, so let's try backing up. Well, that should pick up. I'm on the right side now. There we go. Are you forgetting what it looks like to not have snow on the ground? Let's go sell these. Well, I hope I can give you a little reminder here of what it looks like to not be covered in a foot of snow. You know, they don't have that hard winters here in Virginia, so so I guess the game is somehow geo-basing my weather based on my physical location better. With you over there in Denver, it figures that you're in the Mile High City and you're in Colorado, so you must want snow. Yeah, this trailer has a hitch on the back. I could go ahead and pick up that service trailer while I'm over here. Close enough to the store. Because for me, I knew I was going to buy it the instant I saw it was available. Although I am thinking about leasing it, because the lease cost on it is only like $180 a day, and if the per hour is like 700 or something, the per hour is pretty high, but I don't see it being actually used for very much time to actually rack up much operating time. I did see here. Did I try to hook up the flatbed to this? I don't remember. Might have. I recall hooking the flatbed up to something, but I don't know if it was this or what. All right, this is the wonderful, wonderful new. I think I'm gonna pick orange and yellow. That ought to be awful. So we got $175 a day. So I figured it up that with the number of days that we have left in the challenge, leasing it's going to cost me right around $7,000. I don't think we're going to have one operating hour for the entire time that we're going to play this thing. So the operating hour is perfectly fine. The only thing I don't know about is, do I have $40 a day if I lease it, or is $40 a day only if I buy it? That's the only question for me. Oh, look at that. That's just awful. I love it. Let's see if we can hook up to this thing. There we go. Oh, we've got fake Nightbot in the house. This service trailer was just released today. So you probably haven't had a chance to see it in game yet because it just came out. So Helper B has finished her work. We still need to tab into our trains and slow them down. So when we get back over here, let's see if this trailer will hook up to the log trailer. But before we do that, let's see here. We'll drop him there for now. Let's see if this hooks up. I forget. I don't even know if we did it. might have hooked it up to in a different game on a different trailer. I'm not remembering right now, but yep, we can hook up to it. We can lower the ramps. So there you go. All right. So he did. He fertilized both fields again. So that seems pretty cool. I can get 2 fields of fertilization just by hiring the guy once. I don't have to run over here and move him and hire him again. Oh, I forgot with the new seasons, you only have to maintain once a year. So I was just looking there to see how many days I had to maintain, and it's 20. All right. You can see we've cleared out a whole lot of trees up there. Everything's looking a whole lot thinner. Guess we could clear out this grove of trees on either side of this road. And one thing with GrizzlyBearSims is experience in the weather for winter. You know, I told him I was eager to possibly have a bad winter next year. And in anticipation of that, I need to kind of scout out some easy logging, so I don't have to, one, navigate the roads too terrible much, and B, I'll have a lot easier time driving around picking up logs if I can find some place that has some fairly easy driving to get to the logs. Should I get a hard winter, I'll be a little bit more prepared. All right, so let's unload these and load them back up. Alright, so we just go ahead and strap those down and get over here. And get back to clearing out some trees. I'm hoping that by mid-summer we'll be able to start mowing grass. Oh, we got our sawdust. What is it? What do? We changed sawdust dirt level. Z level 3. Is that the most? I don't know. Looks like an awful lot. We'll just go with that. I've got my own strategy on picking up this sawdust. I see lots of people running around with buckets, picking them up with buckets, but I think there was a little more automated way to do it. I was noticing on Old Guy Farmer's stream that the Scorpion King didn't put wood chips down where it cut the trees. It only put wood chips down. Where you are sectioning up the trees. So that I was happy to see that I didn't get a pile of sawdust at every stump. Now, of course, if I grind the stumps, but I'm not going to grind these stumps at all. It's something a little better than the Fraze. But it's along the same lines. It's the Pharmer Andy Universal Autoloader. We're going to try to get these wood chips in as tight a pile as possible. That way, when we do use that, we don't have to be running all over the place. I think we'll leave these trees be. We got some bigger trees across the street here. Let's go ahead and cut these up here. I see our fertilizer guy is done, so we'll get him relocated. I could teleport down there, but he's just right down the hill. Might as well just run down. Although, I don't know why he would be finished way over here. Oh, he got... Oh, seriously? He got stuck on the fence? What? Why are you not... There. Get back to work. Little Animal is asking how big of a tree did you cut? It was a pretty big one. I think it was one of the longer ones in the game. Because what did we get? We got, did we get 4 logs off of that one tree? We got 4 and a little tidbit. So yeah. We're going to go for these taller ones, but we kind of got to get at these smaller ones. Let me see if I activated the autoloader. Should have been, nope. I'll have to activate that next stream. It's over on PCSG, the Universal Autoloader. It'll even shoot snow around, but according to Old Guy Farmer, it's too slow. that was my plan for dealing with snow also. Would be to run that around and basically blow snow out of the way. I suppose the Fraze auto aims because you have to be hooked up to a tipper. The autoloader, the Pottinger, you have to aim. It includes a nice little aiming laser, but you have to actually aim it into where you want to put it. The Pottinger needing to be aimed. That took Icelandic Farmer tried it on a map when he had some snow and he couldn't get it to shoot snow. But he was thinking it would auto aim, and it doesn't. You have to rotate it and pitch it into whatever you're trying to shoot it in. Come on. There we go. Hey Zach, how you doing? Alright, he's saying he's finished again. So we'll run down here this time and move him over to the other field. But we also know with seasons that sawdust does not deteriorate in the rain or the snow, actually. So I could leave these piles as long as I wanted before I ran around and got them. No, it doesn't look like he's stuck this time. Alright, we need to, we're going to go fill up and then run over field 11. I'm going to have to mentally take a note as to how much fertilizer field 11 uses to know if I need to fill up next time or not, or if I can just get by with 910. There's my pretty trailer. I gotta refuel it first. Oh, look at that. And now I can do Alt-R and do customization or repair. Alright. So we can refuel with that trailer, but we need to put fuel in it first. So that trailer will be really convenient to drive over and do maintenance on various things that are away from the main farm. Alright, let's hope there's nothing coming. Alright. So we're going to start him here. Because I think... get you out of the way. Might as well tab into our trains to slow them down. There we go. I like to live dangerous. And I've already been taken out by the train multiple times, so... You haven't lived until you've been taken out by the in-game train while you're driving in first person. Totally freaks you out. Oh no! I thought I was turned better than that. Oh, that was awful. I think this guy's in my way to get to a tall tree, so we'll just take him out. You had the idea, little animal. You should make that happen. You know, isn't that the rule? The person that comes up with the idea usually gets charged with doing it. I think lots of people would use it if somebody went and made it. And I can't think of a better person to make it than our own little animal in here in chat. For those that are watching the archive, it appears that little animal wants someone to make a Thomas the Tank Engine skin for the train. And GrizzlyBearSims and I have committed to run it if someone should produce it, and it be error-free, of course, and not cause horrible performance problems, of course. Not on this challenge. All the John Deere stuff costs too much. That's quite the pile of wood chips there. This guy's getting in our way. But one thing, Grizzly Bear, if you get the idea to do wood chips, wait until winter's over, because I think Old Guy Farmer proved that any wood chips that would get made during winter don't last, or that something about wood chips in winter basically makes the wood chips not appear. At least I think that's what he was demonstrating. All right, looks like our Massey thinks he's done again. So let's go over there and check him out. So since tabbing's not prohibited. Alright, so we had looks like we used 600 units of fertilizer on this field, so looks like we can fertilize all 3 of our main farm fields in field 11 off of one full load of fertilizer. So that's good to know. And I think we also learned when we fertilized the big grass field over here that we should be able to get all of that fertilized with this much fertilizer. We'll have to check that out again and verify. Yeah, that's almost $95,000. And then what's the daily maintenance on that? I'm less concerned with the actual cost, but the daily maintenance is going to kill you, I think. So this field is obviously one full growth stage behind the other fields. While we're over here, let's see how we're doing. Our manure is at 50% and our water is at 62%. So for those that haven't seen it, that down there is the new pig farm for the Old Guy Farms Goldcrest Valley edit. You can see the inklings of a silo. There's a shed over there. Some other sheds. We're going to make our way down there and we're going to totally deforest that whole space. So $203 a day for a front loader or a wheel loader. That's about a fourth of my total daily maintenance for all of my equipment right now. We're going to take a few more of these big trees out and then we're going to start hauling logs, I think. If you're not familiar, this challenge is all about making money, and the best way to make money is to not spend money. So it's also about trying to be as efficient as possible with our expenses. So while a wheel loader would probably help us stock our greenhouses much faster, would that additional time savings equate out to the money that's spent for it? Links are probably not allowed. It's whatever the default YouTube is. you just want to say you just want to put in not the URL but just the domain that that it's at. That'll be fine. People interested will be able to find it that way. I really like looking down from up here and seeing the farm, seeing the fields. We're going to go for one more tree and then we will start hauling logs. The reason I think we're going to leave the wood chips piled up for a while is I don't own a tipper, so I don't have anything to blow the wood chips into. So I'm thinking that we might wait until there's a great demand for wood chips and run around and pick them up at that point. So let's take a look at what our wood chip price is now. $100 for wood chips. It's not so hot. Wait for a great demand, then we can sell multiple loads and not have a price drop. Alright, we are on the left side. Left side. Right, we're gonna auto load the right side to get this one. I guess we'll just come back and get those later. Whoa, stop. It's an ugly load, but it's a load nonetheless. Again, here's the pig area. We got a farmhouse, we got a fuel trailer, we got our tank, we got silo. We got a little storage shed. Trees galore. I'm going to do my very best not to roll the trailer. So little animal's asking me to do a barrel roll. I don't think I will. If you want to see barrel rolls, I understand that Rubber Burner is quite proficient at rolling his log truck. He claims to have rolled it at least probably once per stream. So you probably have pretty good luck watching him roll it. Now it looks like Helper C is done fertilizing. This is what I want. He's indeed done fertilizing, so bring him back to the farm. It looks like we guessed almost exactly how much fertilizer we would need. We only have 125 units left. There's where we accidentally planted wheat, or barley. So we're just going to run this back, and then we'll get back to our log truck. Whoa. There we go. Alright, we'll just load this up. So it's ready to use before our next go around. Alright. We're going to park him over here so we can give him a little hose down later. Let's see, can we get around this car and make the turn? There we go. We are going to go hill climbing. Might as well. So this grove of trees looks like it's fairly easy to cut. Along here, that might be good winter tree cutting. Alright, here we go. We're going to go hill climbing. Take a little shortcut. See our logs start to shitter, or do a little jitter. We know they're close to the auto load. That's a big old pile there. Alright, let's go ahead and take this load down. It is 8 o'clock already. It is getting dark quick. We might as well turn on our headlights. "16 days until this truck needs maintenance." If I was being super frugal, I would not have bought that service trailer so quickly, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta have your little toys, and that service trailer looks like a great little toy to have. Looks like we could, the trailer and the truck here could stand a washing also. Never get tired of the sunsets here. Welcome back, Grizzly Bear. I don't know if you saw us do our little hill climb earlier, but we're going to do it again. This is our little shortcut. Yeah, you can only do that in dry weather, I'm sure. But it's definitely something to look forward to. Are you talking like a snowmobile? I've not seen a snowmobile. We need to go to the right side. These look small enough to pick up. Do a little caber toss into the trailer. 9:30. We're going to go ahead and take this load down. We're going to bring the truck back to the main farm. We're going to wash our tractor and our truck and trailer off. Then we're going to see what time it is. We're going to clean our animals up. I've got a bulldozer that Delta Bravo team has been using over on their multiplayer challenge. It's got a it's quite the forestry worker. It's got a it's like that winch. It basically is get modded with a winch, so you can hook up to logs and pull them out, get them all lined up, and then they're using the a chainsaw just to cut them all into lengths. And then it's got a front blade on it, so it definitely does have a front blade. They're using it to push sawdust around, but you can use it to push snow around too. And the version they were using the other day has about 50 beacons on it, so it should light up real nice during the winter evening. Pick that up. Pick them up. It's pretty beat up. I don't think it's... If it's a brand, it's probably Russian. It's pretty beat up. It definitely isn't a pretty John Deere green. We are just a shy under $1.8 million. So we reproduced 18 plus 4, 19, 20, 21. So we produced 22 sheep in spring, because we started spring out with 96 sheep and now we have 118. So the question is, do we buy more sheep when they become cheap, or do we just go with our 100? What we learned from Old Guy Farmer today is he went and bought a whole bunch of cows. He now has 200 cows, and I think he's going to be spending half his challenge feeding them, and the other half of his challenge making food for them. So I think it is possible to have too many animals, because then you're spending too much time doing animal care versus actual earning money. I would say at some point we should probably get rid of that stump grinder if we don't think we're going to be clearing any more fields for grass, just so we no longer have that maintenance. It's probably something we're going to get rid of when we get rid of our Scorpion King and our log trailer. And we'll do that the same day we buy our mower and our baler and our baling tractor. GrizzlyBearSims says it seems like 15x is too slow or too fast. 5x is too slow with respect to caring for your animals at a high number of animals. I agree if you're doing 6-day seasons, but if you're doing, let's say, 12 or 15 or something crazy like 24, the way I understand it is the seasons mod, regardless of season lengths, the animals consume the same amount during the season. So the longer the season, then the less they consume. If that's true, then the less they would consume over the 3-day period. Which would make them easier to care for larger numbers over a longer season length. Or, at any rate, with a longer season length, you would have more time to produce the food. Oh, I got a big old pile. Now the question is, can we empty our bucket? Alright, I see it is 11 p.m., so we will care for these guys and then we will close out. I think somebody over at PCSG had made a post on how to change the time factor to something that wasn't already in the game. And I was thinking about setting it to 10, not for this challenge obviously, but for a play series to do do 10 times speed and 9-day seasons or something like that. All right, let's get to our eggs. And let's save it. Let's look at our growth. So we are in first state of harvest. I would like to wait until I get to another different harvest state on our grass. We still are growing here on the big field. We got 104,000 in wood today. 25, that's our greenhouses, are doing up really good. It's our service trailer, but that cost will go down per day once the first day kicks in. $56 to buy that little bit of water. Alright, we are going to Alt in. And it is 4:37. Let's go ahead and look and see what we did for finances. Running costs were $803. Animal upkeep was down. I think one of the changes in the seasons mod was factoring in or changing how animal upkeep was. Property maintenance is up just a little bit. Alright, I gotta keep an eye on that leasing cost. It shouldn't be going up, what is it, $180 some a day, so it shouldn't be that high if it's not being used. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Alright guys, I'm going to end out the stream. We will be back this evening with another stream around 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Eastern U.S. Time. I think that's -4 or -5 GMT. So until then, happy farming.